Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Fornever News! In today's episode, we got a few stories to talk about. For starters, we got an update on Jujutsu Kaisen's manga sales. Now, if y'all remember correctly, it's been a couple of weeks now, months now, shall I say, that they've been talking that they wanted to hit 10 million sales of the manga by the time the anime comes out. The anime is only about like 4 days away as of the recording of this video from releasing. We got an update on if it met the expectation or not, and we are going to get into that one, people. We also got some updates for the creator of Fairy Tail, his new work, Eden's Zero. We got an update regarding the anime. We got an airtime, more or less. We got a studio attached to it. We got a few updates on that we're going to get into, and also a trailer drop for an Eden's Zero video game, which is bananas. Like, yo, fam, we don't even got the anime. What's going on here? So we're going to talk about that as well. We also got a story, which I'm really excited to talk about, regarding the creator of Katekyo Hitman Reborn, Akira Amano. It's been a while since we've heard anything from her. One of the last things I can even remember of her doing things was the Ed Live manga that she was doing on Shonen Jump Plus that got an anime adaptation, but we got some news regarding what's her next move. We're going to talk about that as well. Also, we got some breaking news regarding the One Piece manga. You're going to want to stay tuned for this one because things is looking rocky. We got an update on the Promised Neverland's manga sales. We got an update on Berserk that could be very, very disappointing because if you remember correctly, we had a story about the Berserk franchise that they were doing an update coming soon, and there's something that leaked out that I'm like, I hope that this isn't it, but we'll get into that as well, people. We got a small update for the creator of My Hero Academia. If you remember a few weeks back, he was talking about having some issues and some bad things going, so just wanted to give you guys an update based on some of the recent comments he's made on how he's moving and whatnot. We got an update on Demon Slayer. Now, it's really, really bizarre, but people have been arrested and a whole bunch of shit is going down regarding Demon Slayer and some stuff that's been happening, and we're gonna get into it because it's like, what the fuck? Like, I know Demon Slayer is very, very popular, but goddamn, shit is insane. And lastly, a small update for Shaman King fans moving into the anime, something regarding the manga. So yeah, people, hope you got your popcorn ready, your drink, whatever it is, because we're going to be jumping into another episode of Fornever News, the only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related, and we don't bore you. We get into the shits. Let's do it.
I say we gonna do what we do, no matter how you move, make your move. That's how it be, though.
Okay, people, so first up, we got an update on Jujutsu Kaisen's manga sales. Now, it's been for a few months. They've been talking that they wanted to meet 10 million sales in circulation by the time the anime drops. Now, as of the recording of this video, it's September 28th. I might release this tomorrow, depending. I got a lot of stuff on my plate right now, but it's only a few days away from releasing. The Jujutsu Kaisen anime is coming out, and as of the recording of this video, the latest update has been that Jujutsu Kaisen is sitting at 8.5 million copies in circulation, which is 1.5 million short of the goal that they wanted to meet of 10 million sales. To be honest with you, while yeah, I'm sure Jump might be a bit disappointed, I'm assuming, you know, they didn't reach their goal that they wanted to. I think that that's fantastic. 8.5 million sales with no anime. The anime doesn't even drop for another few days, so by the time the anime finishes rolling, we could be at 15 to 20 million in sales. And either way, if you compare it to, again, and I hate it because it always feels like I'm picking on the series, but Black Clover, with 100 and something episodes of the anime out and tons of volumes, is only at a little bit over 10 million, probably 11 by this particular point in circulation. This hasn't even dropped its anime yet, and it's at 8.5. So even though it didn't meet what Shonen Jump was hoping for, 10 million, 8.5 is phenomenal, great, and it shows that Jujutsu Kaisen is already a massive success. It's just now a matter of making the anime a big mainstream success to keep it moving forward and becoming a, you know, mega hit. But shout outs to Jujutsu Kaisen. 8.5 million sales is nothing to sneeze at. Very, very awesome stuff, and I can only see it getting bigger from here. Maybe, you know, that's just me, but yeah, it's doing phenomenal. And while we're on the topic of sales, let's jump to the next one, The Promised Neverland. Of course, the manga ended a few months back. There's, as I talked about in one of my last episodes of Fornever News, they got a little 16-page one-shot chapter that's coming out that's going to focus on Rei soon, but they also printed out what the sales are of in circulation of the manga, and as of right now, it is at 25 million sales in circulation, which even though it's ended or whatever, it only had 12 episodes of one season of an anime. So to do 25 million, that's great, awesome shit. And it got tons of stuff coming. So who knows, this could be 30, 40 million by the next couple years with the live action movies, all the stuff that they got going on, art exhibits and shit like that. So massive props to the Promised Neverland. However you feel about how it ended or whatnot, that's still major success. 25 million with only 12 episodes, and yeah, really kudos to the Promised Neverland. Okay, so next up, Eden's Zero, the newest series from the creator of Fairy Tail. It's been going for a while now. I want to say it's over 100 chapters at this particular point. The anime was announced a few months back, but we got some information on the anime, when it's coming, what studio is handling it, and some video game news on it. So yeah, let's read. JC Staff produces Eden Zero TV anime for April 2021 debut. Fairy Tail director Shinji Ishihara returns as chief director for new anime. A Tokyo Game Show 2020 livestream for Hiromashima's Eden Zero manga franchise revealed the main staff and April 2021 premiere on Saturday for the TV anime adaptation of the manga. The anime will air on NTV and its affiliates. We have this really awesome art piece that they put promotional art of. You got Shiki, Rebecca, and I think the cat's name is Happy as well. I'm starting to lose it. I'm like 50 chapters over, but looks really dope. It says Shinji Ishihara, who's done Fairy Tail and Log Horizon, will be the chief director of the anime at JC Staff. Yushi Suzuki, episode director for Fairy Tail season 3, will direct the anime, and Misutaka Hirota, who's done Zoids Wild and Rent-A-Girlfriend, will oversee and write the series scripts, and Yurika Sako, key animation for Food Wars The Third Plate, will design the characters for animation. The livestream also revealed the character designs and cast for Shiki, Rebecca, and Happy, which is Takuma Terashima as Shiki, Mikako Komatsu as Rebecca, and Rei Kugimiya as Happy. Now it's funny because Happy was a character in Fairy Tail, and to this day I'm still like, Hiro, you could have done something a little bit different there. But yeah, we got some character designs. The only thing I will say regarding the studio that's been announced is JC Staff haven't been the greatest in recent years, and the main thing that comes to my mind, to be honest with you, is One Punch Man season 2. Like, I know there's people that enjoyed it or whatever, but One Punch Man season 2 kind of made me fall a little bit out of the One Punch Man fandom, just because it was like, and maybe you could argue it was in comparison to season 1, which Madhouse knocked out the park, but still, I'm a little leery of JC Staff and what they could do with this one. Hopefully, because it's the director of Fairy Tail, he's familiar with how Hiromashima moves, so he can make some shit happen, and I'm excited either way. Like, Eden Zero, the 50 chapters that I read of it, I really enjoyed it. I like the characters. It feels like a better Fairy Tail, but we gotta wait and see how the anime adaptation goes. Also, there was a trailer for the upcoming video game for Eden Zero, which is really bizarre because the anime ain't even coming until 2021, so I'm not sure when this game could come out. I mean, they do release sometimes visuals and announcements for video games a lot earlier than they release, so maybe it could be like 2021, late 2021 that the game comes out, or summer, something like that, to coincide with the anime. But it definitely shows that they are really pushing heavy to make this IP a major success. If you got an anime and a video game and a mobile game all planned out for this shit, and from what I saw of the little bit of the trailer, it looks pretty good. I'm excited. I mean, I picked up the Fairy Tail game recently, and I've been having some fun with that. But yeah, Eden Zero, the creator of Fairy Tail's new work, getting anime, video game, JC Staff, April 2021. Let's do it. Spring 2021 is gonna have some big hitters. Next up, we got a really bizarre story regarding Demon Slayer. Now, 8 people were recently arrested for apparently like selling some knockoff stuff, if I'm not mistaken, regarding Demon Slayer. Let's read so we have all the facts. 8 people arrested on suspicion of selling fake Demon Slayer figures in Japan. 5 of accused allegedly sold 44 figures for 57,000 yen. That would equal what, about like $500 and something, $600. The Mainichi Shimbun newspaper reported on Friday that Kyoto, Hyogo, and Akita prefecture police forces have arrested 8 residents from 6 prefectures on suspicion of selling bootleg Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba merchandise and infringing the Copyright Act. Kyoto prefecture police arrested 5 suspects. According to the police, the suspects were accused of selling 4 to 12 model figures, each via online auction between February February and June with the knowledge that the merchandise was duplicated without permission from Aniplex. 3 of the accused told the police they obtained the merchandise from the Chinese e-commerce group Alibaba Group Holding Ltd. One of the accused denied the allegations, claiming they did not know that the figures were not licensed merchandise. The 5 arrested individuals allegedly sold 44 total figures for a combined 57,000 yen, about $550. That's not that much for 44 figures. What were you selling them for? Like 10 bucks a piece? Like, I guess. The figures were replicas of figures that were only available through convenience store lotteries and as claw machine prizes. I mean, I'm not gonna clown on, you know, bootleg merchandise, because we have over here in the States, usually people get arrested for like selling bootleg Jordan merch or shit like that. So it's different cultures, different things or whatever, but it's shitty. I mean, I don't know if they should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law for some shit like that, but it's complicated and I don't really like to dive into that. But either way, it's bananas how popular Demon Slayer has gotten, to the point where people are selling bootleg merch and getting arrested for it. Like, 2020, folks, 2020. Now, for people that are hype about the upcoming Shaman King anime, I think that was also announced for spring of 2021. Apparently, they're bringing the manga over here that we can actually read and enjoy before the anime comes out. Let's read. Kodansha Comics to release full Shaman King manga on Comixology on October 6th. Kodansha Comics announced on Monday that it will digitally release Hiroyuki Take's Shaman King manga on Comixology on October 6th. The company will then release the Shaman King spin-off manga, Shaman King Zero, on October 13th, Shaman King Flowers on October 20th, Shaman King Red Crimson on October 27th, and Shaman King Superstar on December 8th. God damn, that's a lot of Shaman King. The company delayed the digital release of Shaman King from its previous release date of July 28th. They were supposed to all release in August. I think that's pretty dope that they're actually giving, you know, all this time, because, you know, the anime won't be until like spring of next year. So if you want to read all of this so you could be caught up on it and see the differences, or you just want to read the manga before the anime comes out, they will have it available by October 6th, starting with the original, which I don't really know if I'll read them, to be honest with you. I mean, I've went this long without reading the story. I might as well just wait for the remake anime, but hey, some people might feel differently. You know, manga, if it's available, yeah, it'll be out by October 6th. Okay, so this is a bit of breaking news. Now, I had noticed a few days ago on the Shonen Jump app, when I went to One Piece, that it said next chapter would be coming in like 14 days, and I was kind of like, what the heck? That ain't right. You know, we're supposed to get a new chapter this coming week. Well, apparently, and I actually had even announced that, and people were like, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about, it's probably just a typo, be quiet. I was like, okay, all right, don't shoot the messenger. Well, according to this info, yeah, it seems as though, based on what Oda had said, it's probably actually legit. We're not getting a chapter this week. Let's read. According to Manga Plus, One Piece would be entering a 2-week break for issues 44 and 45, resuming back in issue 46 that will be out on Friday the 16th. There's no confirmation yet about this, so we should wait until we get an official statement. One Piece had no breaks planned for the upcoming issues, hence these being emergency breaks, and Oda had just commented on his idea of publishing new chapters in order to reach 1,000 chapters this year. We should be getting a statement this week if this is indeed true, and Viz has updated its so not only the Shonen Jump app, but Viz's website as well has updated its One Piece schedule, with the next chapter coming in 13 days, which would point to October 11th. Whether there's a second break or not, we'll have to wait for an official statement to confirm. However, at this rate, we can pretty much assume that there won't be a chapter this week. So yeah, this is freaking nuts, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's good for Oda. It's good with everything going on. Yes, give him the breaks that he needs and all of that jazz. But for the fandom, it's like, we're in some really dope and amazing shit right now. It sucks. I mean, for me personally, it's a good thing, so I could get like a big review out, catch up on all the chapters that I haven't talked about in the last month or so. So I'm happy about that, and I'm sure you guys are gonna enjoy, because I'm gonna have a big video talking about the latest chapters. But it does suck that it seems as though we're in store for a lot of breaks, and there won't be a chapter this coming week, more than likely, with Viz and the Shonen Jump app both updating that no chapter for the next 12-13 days. Okay, people, next up is the story regarding the creator of Katekyo Hitman Reborn, Akira Amano. Reborn was like her most popular work, so that's why I usually reference it. I know she's done a few other things, and she last I remember had that I think it was like a quarterly release of a manga called Ed Live that got anime adaptation. To be honest with you, I wasn't a fan of that. Like I had watched like the first episode, I tried to read a couple chapters of the manga, but it just really didn't hit me. I don't know if it was just that style or whatever, because I know what Akira Amano is capable of. Hitman Hitman Reborn. I loved it. I used to review it weekly back when the manga was still going, but I've been waiting to hear word of anything else that she would do, because her art is incredible. She did the character designs for the anime Psycho-Pass, so I know her talent level. Well, apparently she is returning in some form. Let's read. Akira Amano, mangaka of Katekyo Hitman Reborn, is coming back with a new manga after 7 years. This new series seems to focus on a pretty unique detective solving mysteries. Series is launching on October 11th in Shonen Jump Plus's app, and I believe the name of it is Kamono Hashiguchi no Kindan Suiri, by Akira Amano from Katekyo Hitman Reborn. And based on the art that we got, it looks really dope. The character has like a number on her neck, like 96, so I'm curious if it's like anything similar to the Promised Neverland, how the characters had like numbers on their necks or whatever, but the character design looks really dope. I am very, very excited to see the creator of Hitman Reborn return with something else. It seems like, based on this drawing at the very least, it might be maybe a little bit more of a mature work, because Ed Alive kind of felt a little bit silly and zany, and Hitman Reborn, especially towards the end, got real serious, and I'm hoping she steps it with this one, depending, though I'm not sure how it's going to be released. Like, if it's in Shonen Jump Plus, I'm hoping that it gets maybe even at the very least a bi-weekly release, opposed to, like, you know, every other month or every 3 months. Like, I can't get jiggy with that shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, really, really excited. Creator of Hitman Reborn returning to Shonen Jump. Now, a few episodes ago of Fornever News, we talked about Berserk getting some big news coming in October. I believe it was October 9th. Now, we got this news that just came out that I'm really, really hoping that that's not the big Berserk news, and I'm hoping that maybe this is a small part of a grander thing that's about to go down, because let's quickly just read this tiny blurb. Something powerful is coming to Overlord MFTD. It's time to get ready for the Berserk X Mass for the Dead crossover. So basically, this news is that Berserk is going to be available, or there's going to be Berserk elements or characters available for this mobile game, seemingly. That is like, oh, if that's the big news, get it the fuck up out of here. I don't give two shits and a fuck about that news. I really hope that that's just one small licensing thing that is a part of a major scale thing of maybe like a reboot or a new anime or something along the lines of that, because if this is the big Berserk news, fuck you. And lastly, a lot of you know that it was a few episodes ago we talked about the creator of My Hero Academia was going through some tough times. He talked about funerals. Some people said that the funerals were about his characters. I don't know if somebody would, especially in a big magazine, a big author is going to joke around about funerals, especially with the climate we're in 2020 of everything happening. But it seems as though he's been going through some things. He was talking about crying a few months back as well, and just wanted to give you guys a small update on what's going on with him, because in the latest issue of Weekly Shonen Jump, his author comment, he said this: "When things are rough, I listen to Mina Ashido's Fight. I listened to it all week," which means that he's unfortunately still going through some things. I can only imagine, you know, losing people and shit like that is fucking terrible. And yeah, 2020 been a shitty year, so if that's what he needs to get through shit, listening to the song, I'm imagining he's talking about that song from the Play episode and shit like that. If that's what helps him through these tough times, then so be it. Listen to that song a million times if you need to. Yeah, but just wanted to give you guys an update on that. It seems as though he's trying his best to stay strong during these tough times, but it sucks that he's definitely still going through some things and trying to be strong through it. But I'm curious what you guys think about all this news. Eden Zero's anime JC staff, how do you feel about that? Are you excited for it getting a video game already? Like, shit is bonkers. The Berserk news, do you think that's the big thing? If so, how do you feel? I mean, I feel like spitting on something hearing that shit. Like, get it out of here, please, no. And your thoughts on the One Piece breaks that are coming up, how do you feel about that? Again, I will have a big video sometime this week catching up on all the chapters that I haven't talked about in the last month or so. It's shitty for the fandom, but I'm always supportive of the authors getting an extra break or two, because they be breaking their necks for us. So yeah, if he needs a break or two, an extra whatever it is, Oda, do what you need to do. Just come back strong and give us the shit that we love when you do come back. Also, what do you guys think about Akira Amano, creator of Hitman Reborn, returning to Shonen Jump Plus with a new series? Are you going to check it out? Again, October 11th. The art looks pretty cool, and I know her pen game, so I'm definitely going to be checking it out, see if it's worth with a dedication, because I got a lot of manga on my plate right now, and Kaiju number 8 was just another recent one. Chainsaw Man, I've been really obsessed with it, so yeah, we gotta wait and see. I'm not gonna completely say, yeah, I'm sticking to it until I check out what's going on, because I think she actually even tried to do a one-shot and jump shortly after Reborn came out, but that didn't really stick. Hopefully this is a big hit and something really good that we can all get excited about, because Akira Amano is a badass mangaka, and she's a female that did some great shit back in the day with Hitman Reborn, so only time will tell. Jujutsu Kaisen, 8.5 million sales, again 1.5 million short of that 10 million mark they were hoping to hit by release of the anime. How do you feel about that? Promised Neverland, 25 million in circulation. Major congrats to both of them, like I said, regardless. Like that is great achievements. Thoughts on the 8 people that were arrested for selling knockoff Demon Slayer stuff, allegedly? Demon Slayer, god damn, so fucking popular, shit is crazy. Will you be checking out that Shaman King manga that's coming out October 6th? Again, they're releasing it all on Comixology, and My Hero Academia author, pray for him, even if it's nothing serious or shit like that, still pray for him. This has been a shitty year, a lot of people are going through some tough times, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep him in my prayers regardless. Like, hope you feel better, man. So I have for this one though. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day, and remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life. Bye. Have an awesome day. Peace in. You guys just watch another episode of Fornever News. Have an awesome day.
It's nights like this, and times like this, that I can give another hit. But I've got this inside a switch.